What's up, everybody? How everybody doing today? Happy Father's Day to everybody. How y'all doing? Today's topic, as you can see, that I want to discuss, being so it's Father's Day, is does child support destroy a mother-father relationship? You know, does that make the relationship between the two? Does that damage it any further than what it already is? Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to call my homeboy, and I'm going to ask him what he thinks about it, or whatnot. He usually has some points that is, that is very, very unique. Is what I'll say, to the least. But let me know what y'all think. Hey, what's good, CB? How you feeling, man? I'm live on air right now. I just wanted to ask you a question, man. Happy Father's Day to you, first and foremost. My bad. Happy Father's Day, man. How's your Father's Day going? So.
Spending money. I just bought another stroller for the new baby.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, it costs to be the boss, Carly. Oh, you know that. It costs to be the boss, man. You know? Hey, I got a question I want to ask you. You busy or you in the house or you busy?
No, I'm just out and about.
Oh, y'all out and about? You want me to call you a little later?
No, I'm out and about. Just me.
Oh, okay. Hey, I wanted to ask you, right? This topic right up that I was discussing. Do you think child support, in your opinion, destroy a mother-father relationship, foster parents? Hello? Can you hear me? Did I lose you? Hello?
Oh, my bad. I hit the mute button.
Oh yeah, I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, my bad. I hit the mute button.
Okay.
You said, do I think child support? What?
Do you think it destroys the relationship between a mother and a father, the mother and the father of the child? When like when a woman take a man to child support, a lot of dudes be mad because it's like, she don't put a case on you. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes.
Yeah, I think it does. It definitely creates a rift between the mother and father, which in turn can create a rift between the kids and the parent as well. I think that it's a bad deal, but at the same time, I think that it's in some cases when a man is not willing to step up and take care of responsibilities.
Right.
But I don't think that the woman should have the choice to pick and choose whether or not she want him in the baby's life or not. Like, you're not going to be sitting there saying, well, he need to pay child support, but he can only get his visitation. No, fuck that. No, I don't know. I don't agree with that.
Right.
I don't agree with that. I think that's some shit. You paying your motherfucking money, and we supposed to see this motherfucking child city. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If he's staying over my house, half the time, we're staying over your house half the time. I mean, my thought is that I would think, being as though that should obviously you somewhat close to the fuck she live at. So you should be close to where the child's school and all that shit. So my whole thing is that there shouldn't be no reason that, that you couldn't have the child stay with you and still go to school and all the same old bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. So, yeah, because I've been.
Well, like I think that it do create a little risk, but I think there's some cases warranted. If the dude don't want to step the fuck up, then motherfucker, you gotta make you stay. Motherfucker, you gone out there making babies. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For the dudes that's gonna be there and take care of their kids, I think that's some bullshit. You know, a nigga like me, I ain't trying to hear that. I'll be there and take care of my kids. Stuff. Shit, I just bought the fucking shit for him just now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So my whole point is, it's like, but, that still don't have, and your answer to your question is, yes, it could be great for rate of riff, but, I mean, I think, like this, if the dude is taking kids, yes, it's great of riff. If the dude ain't taking
Yeah.
It's already there. You ain't even, you're like, fuck this bitch ain't my child, and all this other shit, and then come find out it is yours, and you still ain't stepping up, and then, the river's already there. Fuck the two, whatever, I don't care what your scenario is. It's still the same, it's still, the bottom line is still so, whether she tricked you into it or whatever, she still holding a condom, I don't know.
So your phone keep messing up, bro.
And I said, no matter, regardless of, no matter what situation, I'm ready to go. I can dig it. Yeah, how you doing? I'm all right, yourself? Yeah, but like I was saying, regardless of that scenario, I think that, I think that it does create a rift between mother and father. For a dude sitting there trying to take care of his, and then, you take me up for child support. You got these kids all in my business.
Yeah, and I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is for a lot of us, especially for a lot of us that do take care of their children. Is when the woman tried to purposely be vindictive. I think that's when it creates a rift more than anything else. When a man is already there taking care of his child, want to see his child and provide for his child, but then the woman is like, you know what? I want to take you to court. I want to write you up. In some cases, like say you have a case like this, right? In some cases, you have cases like this. Say the child is 17 years old, right? And then say the mother takes the father for child support, and the child is already 17 years old. Does that make any sense to you, or is that just somebody just being vindictive and just trying to be evil as possible?
She's definitely being vindictive. And not only that, it's just like so much to that. It's just like, come on, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna keep it real though, Keyz. On the other terms of that is to say this: how much is that his fault as well? Cause see, I'm not gonna just go off of the timeline, because if he half-assing and she okay with it, and he keep half-assing, and it comes to a point where she just like, look, man, you always talk about you gonna come back with some more, and this, that, and third, and you ain't even ever putting up on your ass. But usually at like 17 and 16, people give up on that. They like, oh well, the child already pretty much raised now, so it's like, you know what? Go ahead, dude. You go your way, whatever. If you want to take care of your child, you take care of your child. Usually when it gets that late in the game, evidently that shows that the father had been doing something for those 17 years. Because a woman not just gonna sit back and wait until year 17 and say, oh, you know what? You keep bull-jiving me. Now I'm gonna take you to the white man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what doesn't make any sense. That's what I'm saying to you. But see, I get that, but this is what I'm saying about that. How much of that was a situation where, the individual was just like, you there and you been there, but you stringing me the whole time. We can get like a relationship, and then you supposed to have a friend, and then you change this week, and is there so many strings along the stringing so many different ways along the situation.
Right.
So,
what if it's a situation where the child's mother and father haven't been together for years after years after years after years? They don't want to be with each other, and they both have moved on and went on with their lives. You know what I'm saying? What if it's a case like that? And, you know, could it be that the woman is jealous of the new girlfriend? You know what I mean? Could it be that? You know, could it be?
I'm gonna tell you this. That could be vindictive and all that good shit. But I'm gonna say this. That could be, but in actuality, you know, I'm gonna still say this. If the dude was not doing what the fuck he had to do, and eventually she just got vindictive, maybe because, hey, yeah, he do got a new girl, and he's living good, and doing good, and then she just sit there and think like, you know you got this child, and yet you still ain't never came to me or nothing? To give me nothing, do nothing?
But what if the father is though? But this is the thing that I'm saying. What if the father is always making sure that he's taking care of his child? He does it without her even asking, huh?
She just fucked up. She doing what he gotta do, she just fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And that's always that situation. She always got that power. You know what I'm saying? According to how the courts go, the women always got the power. If she, you know, and that just be that scenario where you just short. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just short on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think it's predominantly fucked up in the black race due to the fact that, that black men is fucked up. You see, we got a struggle. We fucked up. And
we have our issues. We have our issues as well. And in a lot of cases.
That's what I'm saying. Because of our issues, understand that the women fall short too. And you got to think about it. Just think about black women being raped.
Oh, your phone messing up.
Even to this day, like I said, just think about black women. How they be raped and been used and all this other shit by the white man, right? But then, you know, a lot of black women these days now will look at the white man and get with the white man like, you know, he got a good job, he gonna take care of me, and all this other shit. And, you know, it's just kind of fucked up for women in general and on how men treat them. Because even the white women get treated fucked up too. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not just saying, you know, it's an excuse. You know, I'm just saying that because all these fucked up scenarios is the fucked up reason to why women file child support in the black areas, because it's like, well, you know what? This nigga can't get no job. He can't keep no job. And then, yeah, it's fucked up for us, but they look at it like this. Well, he ain't even, you know, I can get a check off him. You know what I'm saying? And my whole point is a fucked up scenario because the court allows that. So it makes black women not look at having a man, but look at trying to get a check.
See, a lot of them, and this is not for all black women. This is to the ones, not all women, and black women in particular. This is not to all of them. This is to the ones that do apply. A lot of them look at the courts where that is their daddy, that's their father. And if that guy does something, that the child's father does something that they don't like, they don't say, I'm going to tell daddy on you. And they're going to go right down to that courthouse and file paperwork on you. And this happens.
Oh, I agree. And I think it's some petty bullshit, you know, and it shouldn't happen.
It's like that because of the laws, though, because of like what you were just saying earlier. They know that they have the right to do whatever, and they're not going to be scrutinized for it. It's more so the male is going to be guilty until proven innocent, and the male is going to have to bring his documentation and show this and show that and show this and show that. You know, even though he's doing what he's supposed to be doing as a father, she's still mad at him because, you know what, maybe she broke up with her boyfriend. Maybe she's bitter because life just isn't going her way. You know, in a lot of cases, you have brothers that's doing for their children, that's going to their football games, that's there supporting them in every way that you can possibly think of, this including financially. You know what I mean? So why would a woman, you know, I think it do create a rift Not with all men, because like even with me, I've been through it before, and it was like, you know, I kind of looked at it like, man, that's job messed up. You putting them people on me like that, you know what I'm saying? But then at the same time, I look at it like for me, a lot of times there's already a rift there anyway. But a lot of guys, they really hold it against that child's mother if they taking for child support. I'm not. I don't though. I'm like, you do your thing. If you,
I totally agree. You know, because sometimes it's that type of scenario that she trying to get a check, and it's just fucked up. You know, I'm not sitting here arguing for the women at all. You know, just arguing for the women's sake. But I'm just saying that, you know, us as men, you know, and he in control of the world. I know us as a black man, we don't really have that power, but I'm just saying, men in general, you know, we do have our foot on a women's neck, and that's just is what it is. And it's just like how the white man got their foot on our neck, men have their foot on women neck.
I would have to disagree with you. I have to disagree with you. I got to disagree with you on that. I say when it comes to the black man, he don't got his foot on nobody's neck. Everybody got their foot on his neck. The black man is at the bottom of the totem pole. The black woman is above the black man. So you have to realize how this is in this society that we live in.
What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna agree with you partially. In some cases, you are absolutely right. Whereas the women is running the household, but in some cases, the black men do run the household, and it just is what it is. I'm not disagreeing, because I totally agree that, you know, in some cases, black men, we really just don't have no say at all. But, you know, in some cases, black men are doing their thing. But that's why I was saying, in general, men have their foot on women's neck, and it's not.
Yeah, men in general do.
I'm not trying to say that.
Men in general do.
You know, I'm not saying as black men, you know, it's us, you know, for real. Yeah, it's a lot of us. We are 50. I don't want to say this, but black men is a 50-50, meaning that some black men is just fucked all the way up. It ain't no deal. But in other races, it's more predominantly men got their foot on women's neck. And, you know, that situation,
I'll agree.
It makes the law kind of subject to women. But in later days, because women have been able to get good jobs, even though, yes, she's still getting fucked in the back with some stupid shit, you know, but, you know, a lot of times women have been able to come the fuck up. So, I mean, it's kind of a fucked up deal. I just think that women, I think because of the black man situation, everything is fucked up its own home. To be honest, because it's
out of order. The structure is out of order.
Yeah, totally. Because if we had the 40 acres in the mill and we was able to police each other, then we would be the head of our people as well, and we would be the head of black women. So then black women can really look at putting their struggles on us and their issues on us. But for a black man, yeah, a lot of times it's like, bitch, that ain't even me. Don't bring it to me. That's not even me. I ain't got none of that situation because I don't really have no power. I'm literally scraping and pulling for any little bit of shape that I can get. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like I said, if we had the 40 acres in the mill, then yes, you know, like Indian women, Indian chiefs, your women is your issue. The reason why they fall short is because of you. You have to make sure that your man is treating them fair. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
and that's what you have to do.
And
in this country, under the white man's rule, it's his fault. It's his fault. The reason why women fall short. And not to say that she's right by looking at the court system as her daddy, because in actuality, if you want to look at it like that and understand her daddy is the reason why a lot of motherfucking black males fall short when they can't keep a damn job, because they're the first motherfucker to get laid off. Or when, it's always some racist shit on the job where a nigga like don't even want to wake up to go to work. And he ended up going late, because let's just be realistic. A lot of the situations behind a black man either going late to work or whatever the fucking shit by he falling short, he can probably pinpoint that shit to some racist issues. Like, I don't even want to be working here. I do what I gotta do because I gotta pay bills and whatever the case may be, but, I don't really want to work there. So, like I said, because it is disproportionate on the race issue, everything else is like a domino effect. And that's the reason why all the women and everything is falling under another man. Because a lot of black men could be like, I'm not even, I ain't that fault. I got people to blame too. But it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
I just think that
I don't think
a lot of cases that us as black men, we still gotta step up and unite with one another and do what's right. Don't give a fuck if you don't like it.
Yeah, regardless to what, you do what you have to do and you do what's right as a man. You always do that, regardless to how complicated the situation is or the matter is. You always do as a man what you're supposed to do as a man, regardless to what. They say, when life throws you curveballs, you know what I mean? You swing at them, you swing until you hit it, you know what I mean? And eventually you will. The going get tough, but guess what? The tough people get going as well, you know what I'm saying? So that's something that us as men need to be conscious of, especially of being black men. The good thing I do like that I will say, a lot of fathers, especially in our generation and age group, they take care of their children. We're not like our parents was, like how our generation's fathers was, because a lot of our generation's father, they was either imprisoned, dead, or strung out on crack. You know what I mean? So with us, we saw that, and we said, nah, I'm not gonna do that to my child. And regardless to what, we still be there for our child, even no matter how difficult, like I said, the woman can be, the mother can be. You still, as a man, you don't bow out, you don't cop out, you do what you're supposed to do, regardless to what, And that's something that I want to relate to the younger cats that's coming up now. You know what I mean? Because I don't know what kind of parents they're gonna be. The verdict is still out on them right now. But they seem to not give two hots, about nobody or nothing else. So, but I hope that they turn out to be good fathers, and that's a bug that I want to hop on and put in there. Always make sure you take care of your child, regardless to what. Always take care of your child, even if she don't let you see him. Still take care of that child. Even if she's violating court orders, still take care of your child. Do what you have to do. It's kind of messed up. You're getting the messed up end of the stick, but do what you have to do as a man and take care of yours,
You gotta pay your shit, because what you gotta understand is, see that when you don't pay it, even though the bitch is wrong, that just create a rift between you and your child, because of course the parent, in her case, she's gonna be like, man, hey, you don't give me no money for you, and all this other shit. And not to mention, there's gonna be other situations that can fuck around and get you locked up, and make you lose your job, and take you through all types of other type of changes. So,
yeah. And I think, yeah, and I think in some cases, I think in some cases that's what some women are hoping for. There's women that actually take men for child support because they need financial support, because these Negroes ain't doing what they're supposed to be doing. There's plenty of cases. There's plenty of Negroes out here like that. But then you have the cases where this brother has a pretty decent job. He can't afford to keep missing work, going back and forth to court. You know what I mean? And of course, if he can't, if he gets fired, then he can't pay his child support. Then he goes to jail. You know, so it creates a messed up cycle. And I understand why a lot of brothers do be pissed off. So it's like I see it both ways. I understand both sides in both ways. I don't understand the side though when the father is doing what he's supposed to do and the woman is doing that just because she's being spiteful and vindictive. That's all it is, and it's always wrong when you're being spiteful and vindictive. You're always wrong, in my opinion.
Well, see, this is what you gotta understand. I totally agree with you on that. But what you gotta understand is, in this day and age, in this world, what you've seen, you know, not only in what you're seeing in the men, in the snake situation of how men are, you know what I'm saying? In this situation, it's the women follow suit. You know what I'm saying? They follow suit. So, you know, how many dudes out there, like, just in the black community, when motherfuckers be like, man, you know, I ain't trying to fuck with him. He gonna try to rob me. He gonna try to da-da-da-da-da. And, you know, what you think our women think? That's the same thing. Like, man, you don't even fucking, you don't even get down with your peoples. You always think a black man trying to rob you. Here it is, I'm dealing with you as a black man, and, you know, I gotta believe that you're gonna do the same. Or just her growing up with that type of mentality of, you know, deadbeat dad or whatever the case may be. My whole point is that, you know, it's just an easy scenario, easy situation to see how women, you know, turn around and do the same.
Right.
You know, because like I said, it's a part of the United States. See, that's what it's going on. That's what that's what it's still thriving on. It's just some snakish situation. Look, I just seen a joint about how some senators or something, they passed this joint and he just got paid off a whole bunch, a lot of money off of that bill. Like it was something, I forgot what the fuck they was talking about, but whatever the fuck they passed, certain people got paid off of that shit. They motherfucking put that shit on blast. Not to say that, you know, it was gonna solve any problems, but, you know, it's to say that they just put it on blast, and it's just basically saying that this is what you know is going on in this country. And, you know, what do you expect the people who live in this country to do if that's what the powerful people in the country is doing?
Right.
And it's sad because, like I said, see, you got people growing up and they coming up thinking, you know, man, I'm gonna do the right thing, and then all this other good shit, and then the next thing you know, they hit that brick wall. And they see that, man, he doing the right thing. It's not getting me anywhere.
Yeah, right.
I'm out here trying to do the right thing, but yeah, every time I turn around, right thing, some smack me in my cheek. And then I'm supposed to turn the other one. So what? He gonna smack me in that one too? Like, you know, so that's just a sad situation. You know, and like me, I just see that I'm just smart enough to know that you can make this bread, you can get this money, you know, doing it the right way. And it's totally possible. You know what I'm saying? It's just that you need some help. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of brothers out there that don't know like that, don't understand like that, and don't see that. And they think the way to go about getting it is just, you know, the biggest rat on top.
Right.
You know? And I mean, as far as I'm concerned, that situation is just ignorant. I've been trying to tell brothers and show brothers the light to what I see is just like, man, it's like, if you turn around and you take you know, the initiative to get your ass above your scenario, your station, you know, you'll rise above, you know, you'll be in a better situation. You know, sometimes you just have to invest the money. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like a lot of times motherfuckers, they get it, they understand it, but it's just like, you know, they just not They're just not doing it though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of brothers understand what I'm talking about when I'm talking about fashion and shit, and they get it, but just like they just never getting themselves in a position to do so. And you know, I don't know why that is. I don't know, because I thought I was one of the dudes who came up with it fucked up. You know, yeah, I had a father, I had a mother, and all that good shit, but man, the motherfuckers ain't have shit. I was out there getting in the street. You know what I'm saying? Anytime motherfuckers seen shoes on my feet, clothes on my back, nigga, I was buying that shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit's real. So, you know, I've been out here getting it for a long ass time. I got my girl pregnant up the street when I was still in school. And I got moved, I got a job. I was working at night, going to school during the day.
Yeah. And
in the room house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you've been solid, and you got your children all by one woman, you know, and you still with your woman, you know, so you're something, you're like an anomaly these days, you know what I mean? That you don't see that too often, you don't see that too much. You usually you don't.
That's because I always say to them what I gotta say to them off the break to get them to understand. And Joe, I'm not going for the thousand. If you want to roll out, get the fuck on. I'm gonna take care of my kids.
But see, all women are not like that though.
And I agree. And at the same time, I had a little bit of luck on my side that, you know, the one that I was dealing with, you know, or the one I'm dealing with, you know, was that type of situation where I was able to do that. And everything was gravy.
Yeah, so, you chose wisely. You chose wisely, and you also chose wisely, and there was a little bit of luck in there as well.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna sit here and act like, you know,
you're a genius.
Right, like it's easy, or you know, it ain't nothing to it. I definitely agree that you know, it's a fucked up feel, but like I said, man, I always was just animate about letting them know how I felt about them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's real. It's like, look, you know, I ain't really got no issues with you or whatever the deal. Enjoy your life, whatever, you know. Like right now, you know, shit, that's what she want to do. She can get the fuck out. I don't biggie for me, you know. There's no biggie for me, man. I'm just always on that. You know,
yeah,
my mind.
bro. You know, we say that a lot of times, right? But we really don't mean that. You know, we say that a lot, right?
Oh, I mean,
I've said that before too, and I've regretted saying that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean it to a heart. Look, my thing is this, man. If the woman don't want,
if you got a good woman, that's if you got a good woman now. If you got a good woman, now a screwed up, messed up woman, you like hit the door, Jack. You can get up out of here. I don't care. But I'm sorry. Enough is enough.
My thing is, look, if she's a good woman, then I shouldn't be feeling like it. But I'm talking about the one that is just like, you know, you don't want to be with me, then fuck, get your move on. You know what I'm saying? What's the motherfucking move? Do what you gotta do. But, you know, hey, if she want to be with me, no, I'm not just kicking shit to the curb because I'm, you know, because I'm a dumbass. But, you know, well, if that's the case, then I mean, I just be a dumbass because I'll be getting rid of good shit because I want to go out there and chase the streets. And I mean, that's possible. That is totally possible. But, you know, that's a young, dumb motherfucker. But then on top of that, that still was a smart move, like I said, because now you let her go and you go ahead and do what the fuck you want to do. At least better is better than, you know, you hold your so-called holding on to her and still doing what the fuck you want to do. And then next thing you know, you get in court, and now she all fucked up. So now she can't even be a good woman to the next one.
Yeah.
You know? So, I mean, you know, like I said, it is what it is. My thing is that, you know, as far as us as a black man, our situation is just really kind of fucked up. You look at us as the one to stand on, and it just ain't that. It just ain't that, you know?
Yeah. Yeah,
it's true. Reality.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you, man. But it's sad. It's really not much that we can do, but try our best to pull ourselves up and try to do what we have to do as men and not lay down. I think too many of us are laying down, quitting, and giving up. Yes, it is a hard life. It's very, very tough. I get it. I understand it. But as men, we just can't keep giving up and just keep rolling over like that. And black men, yeah, we getting our ass beat. Yes, we are. Yes, we fighting everybody. Everybody's against us. You know what I mean? I get it. I understand it. But at the same time, we need to do better, and we need to take more accountability for what we have done to ourselves and what we put ourselves into. Yes, the game is rigged. It's set up for us to be for set up for us to fail. It's not even set up for us to be mediocre. It's really set up for us to lose and for us to fail. And that's a part of the child support system is a part of that. Welfare was a part of that. The so-called education that they're giving us was given us in school and still giving our children in school is a part of that. The prison industrial system is also part of that. The war on drugs. I mean, we can keep going on and on. Discrimination on the work in the workplace. I mean, we can keep going on and on and on. We know this stuff is here. But like you said, I think men just need to be more accountable. And I think that will help cut down on a lot of this child support stuff and us having children by having 5 different baby mamas and some of these women having 4 or 5 different baby daddies,
Oh, yeah, I totally agree. Keyz, I totally agree. It's just that type of scenario, man, where, until the zoo check up and make that change, then it's going to totally be fine. But it's going to, be what it is, what it still is,
Yeah.
But, I don't know, man. I think, of course, I think the time is definitely now, but hey, I can't make that decision for the world of black individuals. Whereas, I'm always dealing with it. Day to day, like now, I'm still looking for an investor, and I think that is a great situation for the black man to be able to come out. And I think that's our issue right now. Of course, don't get me wrong. I think the real issue is because we got fucked, from the beginning, from the jump. But I think that, to move on to the bigger issue, or the addressing issue now, because you can't make them people do what you want them to do. They just can't do that. So, because of that, then you have to do what you have to do. But if we were to come together and start businesses and start doing some things, and Brian, don't get me wrong, I agree with you said when we was talking before about motherfuckers don't support black businesses and this and the third. So, some situations they don't never know. They will never know. And I think I don't think that is right. I don't think that is right that, you have to turn around and do things like that where, they never know. But I think that us as black men, we have to be smart. We have to be smart. So we have to do things like that, to show that we have some intelligence that we can turn around and, make a way. Because if we wait on, like I said, when I asked you that question the other day, like I said, it was just a question, and it really don't give a fuck. Because all the talk, it was just a question of, do you think that all this talk that our ancestors and all, this race and dealing with for years of just talking and protesting is finally coming to light. And granted, like I said, it don't really matter because actuality. If it is, it'll be a blessing. But, you know, the scenario of us not being doing what we need to do, taking action, is really the problem. You know, it's really a problem right now. I'm not saying that there ain't no big racist issues out there and shit like that. I'm just saying that as of right now, a black man in this country can make a way. You know, especially if black men would have come together and start fucking, you know, building from one another. We totally will make a way. And then our presence will be known. You know, then we can turn around and possibly get what we deserve. Because in order to get that stuff, we really have to be able to be strong in the political world. Right now, I think that a lot of black people have slipped through the cracks, and things are making changes. I just think that it's kind of fucked up for the black people who live through the struggle and still going through the struggle, that all of a sudden we'll be free or free to struggle, and now we can just, you know, we can get good jobs and pay and all this shit, but we never built together. That is a fucked up deal, because look at it. You talk about, you know, how many years the motherfuckers been free and we just still been struggling. You know, and not only being free in this country, but being in this position right now, where it's opportunity and you're able to do something, but yet, as a black man, you're still struggling. I mean, we can start some businesses as black men. We can do things as black men right now. But problem is, it doesn't matter. We're still struggling. Because we're not doing it.
Right.
And the African American male, we have no capital because of that. If we had businesses, we have capital. I'll start right now. They got business. They got more things.
Well, they have capital because they stole every damn thing they have. We have to stop being honest. You know, even Rosewood. You know, when we talk on Juneteenth, you know, Rosewood and all these other places in Tulsa. Rosewood, I believe, was fictional, but it was a real town. But Tulsa and all these other places. Even after they destroyed those towns, they still try to take the property, steal that property from them people. After they destroyed those towns, they still try to steal. After they looted and took everything from their businesses, after the fact, they still try to take those people land, those black folks land. So let's tell the truth.
I totally agree on that, but I just think that look. That is a past situation. That is a past situation that we have to in turn look at and see that this is what we deal with when we deal with this.
Right. Do you know the average white American has some form of generational wealth? You know where generational wealth come from, right? That shit, they come from way back in slavery. It really comes from us working for free for them. So so a lot of the businesses and stuff that they have, a lot of that stuff that they have today came from that. So you have to really look at it. Generational wealth, it takes time to acquire that. It takes generations and generations and generations and generations. You just don't get rich overnight unless you hit the Powerball or something like that for the most part.
Now, once again, I'm not arguing about a situation that it ain't true. I totally agree. But this is what I'm saying. Those situations, those truths is not going to change what still needs to be done.
Absolutely.
Those truths does not change anything. You know, those truths is just a situation that you have to in turn, you know, be cautious of that. But like I said, being cautious of it is just knowing that you know, that you need to watch your back sometimes. You know, you have to watch your back in this scenario and know what the fuck is going on. And that's just it. You know, that's just it. But at the same token, just because you need to watch your back, it don't mean that you should stop on what the fuck for. You got to do what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You have to do what you're doing. You know. But the problem is, like I think so many people that turn around and actually, stop doing. And that's the issue. Because, like I said, like this. We ever turn around and start a business. Once you start it, we got more couple people this over there. You know what? We can't do that and we really start happening. Or it's just us. No, we got to expand that through the whole situation.
Right.
We got to expand that through our whole race. You know, that's the shit I was thinking. Who that? Dang? I'm saying to get back. Okay, let me go on this. Okay. So, you know what I'm trying to see? That's what I believe. We gotta do it. And we gotta expand within it. So it gets to a point where that's how we got capital. See, we talk about white privilege, but you gotta understand that that's how they made capital. Not looking out for their own. Because how many white families out there that probably wasn't even part of slavery situation, but they still look out for their white.
Yeah.
And like I said, with those numbers, that just put them in a blessed situation. Because everywhere you turn, it's another one of them. No one's doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And doing good. And see, like, look at us. We got our little select basketball players, football players, and all that shit. You say they got millions, rappers and shit like that. But they ain't got no numbers.
Yeah, they don't have generational wealth, man. They don't have generational wealth.
But see, you missing.
And they should be able to have it. They should be able to buy it.
You talking about generational wealth? I'm talking about the fact that they don't have no numbers. There's a Michael Jordan. Okay, Michael Jordan didn't turn around and take his money and then start investing in blacks and businesses and stuff like that. That's the reason why we have no capital, because Michael Jordan is investing in Michael Jordan, and not only just him, but how many other white people are in there talking about, fuck, I'm getting paid off of Jordan. That's my whole point. Is that our money, the way our money goes. We don't turn around and expand our situation of our neighborhood. We have more motherfuckers getting money and they do their little shit and then looking down on the next black man. We got more of that shit than we got motherfuckers pulling up each other. That's the reason why they crushing us and gonna continue to crush us. I want to talk about old money. Hey, that is what it is, and that's true. And everything you're saying is right. But I say again, that does nothing for us. Unless we're going to turn around and take that shit from them. Because they're not going to give it. And ain't nobody going to make a law to make them give it. It's just not going to happen. It's going to be constituted unlawful for anybody to come out their money now. Because again, the generation of racism or a generation of slavery to non-slavery is a big ass gap where some people can say, I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. And
yeah, but then you can look at it.
Their businesses was made off of slaves' backs.
But then you can.
So what? You gotta understand the people who's running it now have nothing to do with it.
But you keep missing that point. But people, I don't like, to be quite honest, I don't care who's running it now. That's blood money. A lot of that money is our money. I don't care if you change. I don't care if you change the face. I don't care if you change the face. I don't care if you change the title. Guess what? Guess what? You know when the Jewish Holocaust happened or whatever, right? People that was not even the Jewish folks that died off before they could even get reparations. You know they paid their families, even the people that wasn't even responsible for the treasonous acts. Guess what? They still paid reparations to them people, man, and they ain't had nothing to do with it. But they folks had something to do with it. So guess what? You owe them people. You got to pay up. If you don't pay and you gone and your folks still here and they still sitting on what you earned and what you took from them, they got to get that up, man. Like real talk. And that's how reparations happen. That's how it works.
I totally agree with you. But this is a part that you mentioned that I'm saying. That is going to take forever. I'll be dead. You're talking about too much red tape. You're talking about too much.
You're missing the point. First of all, you're missing the point. You're missing the point because of the fact that hold on real quick.
This is what I'm gonna say.
Hold on real quick. You're missing the point. You're bringing up
the point. What you're saying is so true. I totally agree. But this is what I'm saying. Our people have been marching for too long. Fuck that. Just don't get it. We can't keep waiting on them to give it to us. We have to in turn build about capital and take it.
Ain't nobody waiting for them to give us nothing. We're not waiting for them to give us nothing. What I'm doing though is debunking. I'm debunking what you're saying because you're saying two different things. One minute you making it seem like the white man just got everything and he don't, and the people that got it now they don't owe us nothing. That's not true because history says that's not true. So you're saying what you're saying is wrong. History is on the opposite side of what you're saying.
This is what I'm saying. I totally agree with you saying. This is what I'm saying. All that shit you talking about, I have to go through so many channels. And guess what? Everything that I said about how the white man be like, I don't know nothing about that. No, they'll be turning around and throwing that money so many different ways. You're not gonna be able. It's no way in hell no one is gonna be able to trace back situations. I'm not saying that none of them. No situation you're not going to be able to trace back. Yeah, it might be a situation here or there that you're able to trace some shit back. How many times is it going to be a situation where motherfuckers going to be like saying that, oh, we filed bankruptcy and we had nothing to do with that? Or what you're saying is just.
Do you know they have records? Do you know they have records pretty much of who owes what and who's who and the bloodlines? Do you know that? Do you know that?
I know that.
What you're saying is not true. So what you're saying is not true because they know the JP Morgans of the world. They know the families. And guess what? They have this thing called ancestry DNA now. And guess what? They can tell you what part of what you came from, when your folks came here, whatever slave ships, or if your folks was already here before, they can tell you that. So they got it down to a science now. So there's no excuses. They got it down to a science. You know what I mean?
Who the fuck gonna even admit to that? If you don't know this motherfucker or you ain't got this motherfucker shit in a database, who the fuck is gonna admit to that? Who's gonna be like, oh yeah, okay, great. I'll check that
Everybody knows who is who though, the families, everybody knows who's who though, Carl. The only people that don't know who is us. But everybody else knows who is who. But we don't know who is who. That's our problem.
This is what I'm saying to you, Keyz. What the fuck is going on? We don't know. But guess what? That's the reason why we ain't getting paid either. Because we don't have answers. We go in there and be telling the court, well, they need to pay my ancestors because, you know,
you
saying that shit.
There's some brothers that have it down to a science. There's a brother, Dr. Claude Anderson. And he's suing the U.S. government. He's suing the U.S. government for reparations for black folks. And you know, the one thing he don't have no support from Negroes. He don't have no support from Negroes again. Here we go again. My bad. Hold on, bro. I gotta take this. Hold on real quick. Hold on. I gotta take this. Hold on real quick. Hold on. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Hello.
This is a free call. An inmate at Prince George's County Correctional. To accept this.
All right, I gotta sign out. I gotta take this.
To refuse this free call,
I'll get up with y'all later. Y'all be good. Peace.